So, Emma, what have you been doing and what have you been about in the last 24 hours?
I'm, as Emma said, a furniture designer with a big interest and focus on sustainability. So I actually count my private carbon budget, and I wanted to keep it to 3,000 kilos per year. So I took the train here. So that's what I've been up to the last 24 hours, or not really 24 hours, but 16 hours.
Wow, courageous.
From Stockholm.
Yeah, I think it deserves an applause.
And one really strange or new information for me was that I read this new report from Sweden about furniture and how much they emit in general. And actually, a flight over here for me, back and forth, is 300 kilo. And a new sofa is 300 kilo. So if I wouldn't go here, or it's almost like throwing away a new sofa. And that's almost shocking for me.
Okay, so that's the comparison, not only where here 330 kilos of CO2 is as much as this little, sounds a lot for human scale, but if you put that in relation to what else can it be, interesting. Yeah. Where are your cases which you like to share with us? Also your approach as a scientist, a researcher and a designer.
Yeah, not really a scientist maybe, but a designer, yeah. I designed the library for the Swedish National Museum. That's perfect. And I got that project, I felt that, oh, this is an opportunity to really show all the visitors at the museum how sustainable furniture looks like and what they feel like and how they age. A Swedish company, the Environmental Institute, helped me rank the material I work with. And that you can see on that pictures. Yeah, the next one. So this company in Sweden, the Material Institute, helped me rank 10 of the materials I'm working with. And then I really learned that like birch is a low carbon material and leather is a high carbon material. It's actually 300 times more leather than birch. So that's
impressive.
Yeah. So that's what helped me design and do all the choices at the library. So it was mostly wood, and we actually used all wood or massive wood. So this is just one tree, and that's also it's tencel in the carpet and seagrass in the chair. Yeah, so it's a lot of low carbon materials.
Okay. The openness and that industry comes to experts like us and to say, how can you as a design consultant help us in order to make mass products more sustainable? It comes more and more. So this reflection has been done. Now what we do out of that together, let's see, this is the next step.
What I really like this report that I have behind me, that is called the Exponential Roadmap, where NGOs have counted how much emission different types of our production does. And our industry, the producer industry, we stand for 32% of the total emission. And to lower our emission with 50% to 2030, 20% of that is using recycled materials. So it is really good to use recycled material. But of course, as we have talked in so many times today, that they are recyclable also. And after that, it's, I think, renewables. We have more pictures here, but renewables, and that's like 10%. And then two other really big parts for us as designers are use less materials and use less materials and low carbon materials that I find, and even we talked about earlier today, is that materials with low carbon. So that's the most important things.
Dieter Rams, the design icon from Germany, he said there are 10 principles. Yes. Little design as possible, really think about what you do. And then I'm referring to my work for Electrolux. Consider longevity or difficult to design classics. But, you know, it's the right thing. And also, we will also be doing master classes in joint cooperation. Dr. Anna Steno is a wonderful thinker and doer in the design scene. We're developing a program where we will talk a lot about just good enough. Not about excellence. I want to be the world champion in sustainability. I want to be the first who shoots the rocket to the moon, or being, up in the air, whatever. This is old thinking. So, yeah, that's a little bit what drives me also with my clients. So what is it for you?
I think the carbon budget is really efficient, and but it's of course a big step if you think carbon budget is hard. And that with my materials really helped me get the start. Just 10 materials, and it was an easy way understanding, and it was 300s in between the best one and the worst one. But I think even private or as a consumer, it's really good that you do your carbon budget, and then you really understand what is doing the big parts and doing the small parts. So I would say do your carbon budget and lower it with 20% every year.
Wow, that's ambitious.